always remember, no, she's gonna go off. No, you don't. You are thriving, queen. Breakups. Doesn't matter if you're getting over an ex of 5 years, 3 months, someone that you never even dated. Girl, we've all been there. Getting over someone fucking sucks. It really does. And it's not easy. It's really hard. And you know, we all have our different stages of grief. We all have different stages of getting over a breakup. If you guys want, you can watch my series where I did like how to get over a breakup about like a year ago. But since I posted that series, so many of my fans and so many of my girlfriends in real life, whenever they break up with someone, they go up to me, they're like, Adelaine, what do you do? What do you do to get over a breakup? Like, obviously social media is a lie. Nobody's actually happy. But genuinely, I feel so much happier after my breakup. And I feel like I've learned so much about that breakup, and I wish nothing but the best for that person. And but I feel like we just weren't meant for each other. And all of that love that I once put into them, I put into myself. And I almost feel like everything happens for a reason, and the universe speaks to you and people. I've learned so much from that person, and I've learned so much since. And all of my girlfriends are like, Adelaine, what do you do? Adelaine, what do you do? I have 18 tips that I wrote down on my phone that I tell all of my girlfriends, and I'm about to spill to you guys. Dad, this is a video that you're not watching. Grandma, Grandpa, this is a video that you don't watch. Watch me make over my sister, not this one. This is an intimate video for my subscribers, from me, girl to girl, just talking about, you know, getting over something as a breakup. So first things first, the first thing that I tell all of my girlfriends once they are going through a breakup, I'm like, this is the book that you need to read. Why Men Love Not, this is the sequel. I gave my sister the book. She's borrowing it right now, but she has the book, Why Men Love. Order this on Amazon, order this on Target, get it wherever they sell books. This book, I think, is 20 years old, but it doesn't matter. It's still apparent to this day. Men still love to this day. Like, it just gives you so many examples of real life situations where I know you're too nice to your men. I know that you're too nice. I know that you give everything to your men and you get nothing back in return. And this book isn't necessarily, it doesn't tell you to be a bitch to people. It's just like a funny phrase. Basically, the book is telling you to know your worth, know what you bring to the table, and expect the same in return. I love this book. This is the sequel. Get Why Men Love first. This one's a sequel. But every single girlfriend of mine who I told to read this book, they come back to me a week or a month or whatever later. They're like, Adelaine, that book changed my life. Do with that information what you will. I love this book. How much was she? I don't know, 10, 20 bucks for something that will change your life and change the way that you interact with men and the way that they treat you. Because I feel like when I first became single, I was like, nobody wants to date me. No one's sliding in my DMs. Like, my life is over. I'm forever alone. But then you snap out of it. You read this book, you snap out of it. You're like, hey, wait, hold on a second, Adelaine. You're 22. Do you want to get married right now? No, you don't. You're not in a rush to get married. You're not in a rush to get into from one relationship, fresh out of one, a mess out of one, into another. And we're gonna get back to that in another note. And then number 2, Dad, I don't know if you're still watching this, but if you're watching this, get the off. Get a vibrator. So many of my girlfriends are like, Adelaine, is it normal to like get one? Is it weird? Should I get one? And I'm like, get one. Like, what? Like, God created the vagina and the clitoris was put there not for reproduction but for pleasure, just pleasure. Masturbating is normal. If anything, it's healthy. So you guys gotta try the Womanizer on Adam and Eve. This is not sponsored. It's really good. And number 3, I personally don't love porn. Doesn't get me off. But if one day I just feel like it, sometimes you just feel like it. The website that I like to use is Bellisa. I learned this from Best Dress. She mentioned this in one of her videos, and it's basically a porn site made by women for women. Just it's less crazy. Like, it's more like intimate. It's not so like like, you know what I mean? Like, that's something like, I mean, like, do what you gotta do to get yourself off, but like, that one is just like a one that I like to use, and it's made for women. And then I put number 4, take time deleting your photos. I remember when Matt and I broke up, my cousin goes out to me, she's like, take down all these photos, what are you doing? And it's like, sometimes you just gotta take your time. You gotta heal, you gotta take your time processing what you need to process. Don't rush into anything, because then you'll just, you know, it's a whole process. My cousin eventually was like, you know what, take your time, do what you gotta do to get over it. Take down the photos when you feel like it's okay or it's a good time to take down the photos, and delete the photos off your Instagram, delete photos off your phone. And then number 5, I put make plans with your girlfriends. I know you I know that once you started dating your man, you started seeing your girlfriends less. I know for a fact because we've been there, I've been there, you've been there, we all been there where we just like want to spend time with our significant other, and that's totally fine. It's like, you know, what happens. But in a normal, healthy relationship, you should have girlfriends and still hang out with them and not just be isolated with this one person that can be very toxic. So if you kind of lost contact with your girlfriend, try and reach out to them, make plans with them once a week. Don't you dare flake. Don't flake. Go out with your girlfriends, talk about it with them. It helps so much to just like, when I went through a breakup, I would journal, I would write songs in my journal, I would talk to my girlfriends about it, and like just talking to someone makes you not feel crazy. Like they'll be like, oh yeah, I actually felt like that too. And then it's like, you know, you don't feel alone in such a lonely time in your life. Number 6, I put plan a getaway. I know you're like, Adelaine, I don't have the money to go to Paris right now. I know, it doesn't have to be crazy. You don't have to go to Paris. It could even be something like you stay at your grandma and grandpa's cottage for a weekend, or just like a nice getaway, getting out of the environment that you and that significant other were in, and just like being able to live and enjoy in the moment. It really just feels good. Or even just sleeping over at your girlfriend's house. I don't know, it really helped me. I remember after my breakup, I went to New York and I spent time with my friend Haley, and it was just so nice just spending time with my girlfriends, not being reminded every time I go to the grocery store, oh, we did that, or every time I go up the stairs, oh, there's a picture of us. You know what I mean? Being able to make new memories and, you know, spend time with people that you love is really healing. And time really just heals everything. You can't rush getting over a breakup. It's just time. It just happens. Number 7, I put write down all the qualities that you want in a future partner, and also highlight the deal breakers. This is so important when you eventually, you don't have to start dating right away. When you eventually want to start dating again, always remember, because you'll learn from every single person that you've ever dated what you need in a significant other, and that could be they're clean, or they have the same interests as you, they have the same views that you do, they have passion, they have drive, they have whatever your list is. Write it down in your notes, have the deal breakers, and make sure that you have that at the back of your mind. Make sure that you don't get played by the same guy over and over and over again. And it's also just nice opening up yourself to the possibility of like having a partner that's good for you or better for you, or, you know, just moving forward. Number 8, I put take your time going on dating apps. I remember when I first got out of my relationship, I didn't even want to look at the dating apps. I was like, that, like, I don't even want to look at it. Like, why would I want to do that? Like, get my heart broken again? Absolutely not. I'm still healing from this one. After your breakup, just focus on yourself during this time. Don't hop from one relationship to the next, because I've heard this from Shalom Lester. She said apparently it's not applicable to every single relationship, but whoever moves on from the breakup first is the one who was ultimately wrong. Because people who hop from relationship to relationship, they almost like wallpaper over the hurt and the trauma that you have to deal with after a breakup. After a breakup, you have so much self-reflection, so much healing to do. If you just hop from one relationship to the next thinking, oh, I did nothing wrong in the past relationship, this person loves me just as much, I didn't do anything wrong, it's like you don't learn from your experiences. You're just wallpapering over, and when you wallpaper over, there's gonna be bumpy edges. It's not gonna be a smooth surface. So take your time after your breakup. Don't rush into anything. And then number 9, I put talk to people about it. This has helped me so much. I recommend my followers and my friends and everyone, my life coach has changed my life, and I think getting mental health help, I think it's great for everyone. I think therapy, I think getting a life coach, I think having a cousin or a friend or a mom or anybody to talk to, it just is very validating, and it just makes you feel less alone, and it makes you feel like there is light at the end of the tunnel. Because when you're going through a breakup, it feels like, oh, it's like all this darkness, like nothing right is gonna happen, like I'm never gonna meet the man of my dreams, like, oh, I f***ed up in this way, like, oh, like it seems like it's the end of the world, but it's really not. And talking to people really helps you not feel alone. Number 10, don't f***ing text him, don't f***ing text him, don't snap him, don't Instagram him, don't email him, don't do this, don't do that, don't call, don't beep, do bop, don't do anything. No! I talked to my girlfriend about this. Say maybe down the line you think maybe you and this person are meant to be together, but maybe right now it's not the right time, right? So you want to stay in contact with them, but isn't that doing an injustice to you by staying in contact with them feeling like they have you on a leash, like they don't have to change, like they don't have to be the better them, whatever you broke up for? How are you supposed to stay friends with an ex without that little transition period of going from relationship to friends? There needs to be a transition period where you guys just don't talk, where you focus on yourself, where you're not messaging, texting, snapping, whatever the f. Just remember long term that say you do want to get back with them, but Is messaging them worth it? Is it an injustice to you both to not have that transition period from being in a relationship to being friends? Just remind yourself that. And also thinking about your partner's point of view. If your partner thinks that they have you on a leash and they could text you and you'll text back, doesn't that give them that satisfaction that you're always gonna be there? That no matter how much they fuck up, that you're always gonna be there, that you're never gonna leave them? I almost feel like you need to distance yourself and show them that, you know, you are an individual person and you can make your own decisions and you aren't on a leash, and whatever you guys broke up for, they need to change that about them, or they need to improve that about them, and they can't just whip you back with a leash. And then number 11 is just realize your worth. And this took me so many months down the line. It actually took me 9 to be exact. Realize your worth. Go on dates. Guys, it took me months to go on dates and months to even just talk to a boy. Go on dates, have sex, meet guys, meet good guys, just experience the whole damn thing, experience the world, experience what you like, what you don't like. That's the only way that you can figure out exactly what you want. Number 12, and I know people who have been in a really long-term relationship, staying in your own bed alone with nobody sucks. And you feel so lonely. I remember talking to my life coach about this. I was like, I could spend the whole day with my family, my friends, whatever, but at the end of the day, when I'm home, when I'm in my bed alone, it's so awful. It sucks, and you feel lonely and you feel sad, and you just like are spiraling with sad thoughts, and you can't sleep, and you know, you're in a very sad, depressive state. One thing that really helped me was having a morning and a night routine, waking up every single day at the same time, having my coffee, having my meal prep, whatever, maybe going for a walk, going for a workout, maybe taking your dog out for a walk, maybe Blue, why are you standing like that? You okay, baby? Anything that makes you happy. I feel like this is the perfect time to figure out exactly what makes you happy, putting all that love that you used to put into someone else into yourself, and your body will feel that. Your body will feel the love that you put back into yourself. Working out, eating healthy, surrounding yourself with positive people, helping others, maybe it's volunteering, things that make you feel alive and fulfilled. Maybe it's putting that extra 1 hour out of your day into that company that you want to start, or that book that you want to write, or that language that you want to learn, or that piano skill that you want to learn. Whatever it is, figure out what you like to do and put that extra hour in the morning or at night, whatever it is, into yourself. And that kind of connects to number 13. I kind of explained it already, but I put, you may have extra time. I remember when I broke up with my ex, I had so much extra time. Like, I remember we would spend all the time together, and now I was just sitting on my couch, I was watching hella Grey's Anatomy, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so bored. I have no one to talk to. I have no one to go out with. So you may have extra time and love to give. Give that love to yourself and your mental and physical health. Your body will feel it in your meal prep, whatever, workout, try new things that make you feel good. Number 14, I put, being single just opens up so many doors. I know it feels like, you know, you're being single. It closes all these doors because you were in a relationship and now you're not. And now you can't post cute pictures. Now there's no cuddles. Now there's no one to hang out with. Now there's like, no this, no that, no blah, 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 blah. But you have to realize when one door closes, another door opens. Being single means new opportunities for you to learn about yourself, figure out what makes you happy, figure out what makes that fire inside of your heart burn, figure out what makes your body like tremble when you think about it, when you get excited about it, and just be open to new things. Number 15, I put, plan photo shoots with your friends. Like, whenever I'm feeling shitty about myself, and as materialistic as this seems, whenever I have a photo shoot, I get glam. I put my hair, I put my makeup, I put my outfit, and me and my girlfriends, we take whatever, iPhone photos, camera photos, whatever. I just feel so good about myself, and I feel like a bad I feel like no one could stop me. I'm on top of the world. I am, I don't know, there's something so fun about photo shoots, and I know to each their own. Some people don't like doing stuff like that, but for me, it's just really fun, and it's fun to plan things and spend time with your friends and just feel good about yourself and like have these photos to look back on. But speaking of posting on social media, we're gonna get to that in the next couple points. Number 16, the perception of you is not who you are. I don't know why you're feeling upset. A lot of the reason why I felt upset about my past relationship breaking off is like, what are other people gonna think about this? What other people perceive as you is not who you are. Just remember that. A lot of my girlfriends come up to me and they're like, yeah, he doesn't want me to be friends with his friends. Number 17, that. No. If you break up with someone, they cannot still be manipulating you, you know, without even dating you. They're manipulating you and emotionally abusing you without even dating you. That. Don't feel bad. Be friends with whoever you want to be friends with. Talk to people about it and know that you have these feelings for a reason and they demand to be felt. Tell people about it. And then my final final tip, which I think is almost the most important to almost like win a breakup. Girl, I know it's not a competition, but hear me out. Do you ever see these like celebrities and they're like constantly like posting, and you're like, girl, you're not over it. You're not winning the breakup. We all say that it's not a competition, but you know, we're all on our own life journeys. Okay, I get, no. There's no winning a breakup, but don't overdo it with the posting and the stalking. If anything, just mute your ex if you don't want to unfollow and you don't want to start any drama. The way that you almost win a breakup is to just go business as usual, and that means only post you going out with your girlfriends on your private story. If you do go out with your girlfriends, don't change anything that you normally would have posted. There's nothing more deafening than not caring and just moving on. The opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is apathy, which is just not caring. Because say your ex stalks your social media page and he doesn't see you breaking down, he doesn't see you going out partying, he doesn't see you as just business as usual. He's thinking, oh, I guess she just doesn't care. Or say you run into his friends and you don't bring him up, he's like, did she say anything about me? Oh, she didn't? Oh, it's almost as if she like doesn't care. And that will really just show them like, hey, you know, it's not like I'm back with you in the snap of a finger. It's like, hey, I'm like moving on. I'm creating a life for myself that's just with me. I'm focusing on myself. I'm not being petty about the breakup. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing, you know. But yeah, those are my 18 tips for you gals that are going through a breakup, trying to get over someone that you dated over 5 years, 3 months, that I've never even dated. All been there, no judgment. But one thing that I always tell my girlfriends is, I know that the place that you're in sucks right now and it seems dark and you feel alone, you feel like there's no hope, but imagine yourself 1 year from now looking at you at this point. You're gonna look back at yourself and realize how much you have grown, how much you have learned to love yourself, how much better your life will become, how much more that you will learn about yourself, about what you want in a future partner, about what, you know, everything. If you're the main character, the character development in this story, this plot line, whoo, she's gonna go off. You have so much learning and so much amazing things coming ahead of you, and it seems really dark right now, but just imagine that you 1 year from now looking at yourself right now, you're gonna be so grateful that you went through this moment, and you're gonna be so grateful about who you become and everything that you've learned. And I feel like there's, you know, as corny as this line is, like, you can't have a rainbow without the rain. You know, you can't appreciate good relationships and you can't appreciate good mental health and good everything, perfect life without, you know, going through the bad. And I'm not saying to go through the bad purposefully, okay? No. We are not doing that over here. We are focusing on the good. But this is such a beautiful time in your life right now where you don't have to focus on anybody except for yourself. So focus on yourself, figure out what makes you happy. Girl, you got this. Read the goddamn book. Order your damn vibrator. I love you guys. I wish you the best of luck, and take my advice with a grain of salt. This is just one person's point of view. This is just one girl. Everybody's relationship is different. You know, this is not professional advice. Like, if you guys need professional advice, you could always reach out to a therapist. There's tons of call centers that you guys can reach out to. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a beautiful, magical, wonderful day. I'll see you guys in my next weekly video every Sunday. Bye. Also, I don't know who needs to hear this, but girl, sometimes you just need to look at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself in the damn mirror. Put your makeup on, put your hair on, put your outfit on. You are a bad bitch. No tears left to cry. No tears. That piece of sock with a missing toenail that you're crying about, no more. No more. No more. I know my worth. I know what I bring to the table. I drink my water. I stay hydrated. You are thriving, queen. Whether you like it or not, you are thriving with the tears on your face or not. I love you. You're doing amazing. You're doing so much better than you think. Give yourself some credit. What you're going through is a lot. I love you. Also, I wanted to let you guys know that the Girls Supporting Girls, this is my tie-dye set. It's available on ADELANGEL.com because sometimes the world just needs a little more girls supporting girls. It has the matching track pants as well. My wildflower phone case should be live by the time that this video is out, so check it out. Wildflowercases.com, Adelaine Morin, along with my water bottle and my bullet journal and everything. So lots of things coming out. Song coming out. But I love you guys. Keep killing it. Love you. Bad bitch. You're a bad bitch. Don't you ever forget it. Don't lose sight of who you are.